Hello, it's Supermanch here. SPDL week 10. Last week we took a huge loss with the 6-0 by Shark. He's a great player though, so thing is, I have to win this battle, and Pulsie, coach of the ASUmarills, was undefeated until like 2 hours before I played this match. Like she extended her battle against Zach. She played it like Monday, Tuesday or something, and she played it like Monday, Tuesday, and after the battle, she took her first loss. Like the Curlier chat was going crazy and stuff, and then she was like, "Do you want to play right now?" So that like in half an hour, I'm a build real quick, and I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" Because I was already built. I didn't get any mocks, but kind of wanted to get this out of the way because even though her Vish is destroying the whole league, like really destroying the whole league, being kill leader, I think. Or at least tied with Breloom's Megalopony. Wish goes in this league, so I really have to be careful about this thing. As well as Melmetal is another great physical attacker. Obstagoon, those three, maybe like Lanoon maybe, have her most kills. So all of those are physical breakers who I kinda all wall with Ferrophone, Seismitoad, and Alomola. Those three are definitely coming to this game. Like, this fish can't go in. I have a water absorber, I have a Ferrophone with iron barbs and stuff, maybe even helmet if I want to. But then again, there is Magnezone which can trap me, which definitely can't happen in this game. So I have to be careful about this Magnezone, or at least Spring Shell. Then she has webs, obviously just getting more power out of Wish, let it move first even more often. And then she has Blissey and Slowbro as her pivots, teleport pivots to bring in her fish, her Melmetal, Obstagoon, even Linoon, stuff like that, even safer. Same with Volt Switch from Magnezone and stuff. Gligar is her only removal actually on this team. And then honestly, Togedemaru, I'm not really sure what this is doing alongside Magnezone on this team, because I don't even think she brought it once. So Magnezone is definitely the superior electric and steel type. Togedemaru has some niche usage over it, even on the same team, I guess. Like, they're both good sturdy. So Iron Barbs is a thing, and Lightning Rod. Those are the two reasons, two things Togedemaru gets over it, as well as Spiky Shield. And being a physical attacker, obviously. So, getting right into my team, I obviously bring my Ferrophone. I'm Shed Shell to not get trapped by Magnezone. Body Press, Spikes, Knock Off, and Power Whip. Power Whip does the most damage to Wish. Body Press is there for like the normal types, Blissey, Obstagoon, and Linoon, as well as the steel types, Melmetal, Magnezone on switching if she tries to trap me or something, and Togedemaru if she brings it. And Knockoff is just there to get rid of some items, boots or choice item from Wish, or even just any item on switching, like basically anything, like an Eviolite from the Gligar, or be it anything. Knockoff is just a great move. I'm fully Fist Death for obvious reasons. Then I have Seismitoad, Rocky Helmet, Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Drain Punch, and Toxic. I want rocks up on this game, and then I want Earthquake to hit the Magnet Zone, to hit Garvantula. Like, the only thing really hit by water attacks is the Gligar, which I'm not that worried about, to be honest. And even then, I think I'm EV'd to outspeed like Modest. Modest Magnezone. And then I definitely take Outrages from Draco Vish, as well as some special attacks from like Giga Drain, or like a Giga Drain from Galvantula, as well as some hidden power grasses randomly slapped on or stuff. Yeah, that's that. And then I have Alomomola, Wackenberry to get like a wish off if I need to against the Galvantula, Magnezone, stuff like that, or even like Thunder Punch, Melmetal. And yeah, I'm just Wish Protect Scald Knockoff. I definitely wall the Dracovish kinda, and Scald is just there to fish for burns, get some residual damage, and is the main thing that actually can hit Gligar. Then, wait, I actually have Triple Axle on my Gallade. So, Close Combat, Sword Stance, Triple Axle, Leaf Blade. EVs to outspeed the Garvantula, and then just max attack. I want to do damage, and those 4 attacks. Close Combat is really good here offensively. She doesn't switch into Close Combat at all, besides the Gligar really, which I can Triple Axle on the switch in, or even after the switch in, unless he brings like Scarf, Aerial Ace, Adamant, no, just kidding. And yeah, so Gallade offensively threatens this team a lot. Then I have Chandelure, Choice Scarf, Flamethrower, Overheat, Shadow Ball, and Hidden Power Ice. Hidden Power Ice obviously for the Gligar. And the rest is just Fire Stab, one Reliable, one Nuking Stab, and Shadow Ball. And then just max attack and speed for the Dracovish. Jolly Dracovish. Right, yes. And then I have Ribombi, Focus Sash, Imprison Webs. Like, if I see Garvantula in the matchup, I am always leading this thing. Click Imprison turn 1, then get up my webs. Since her only removal is Gligar, those webs are there to stay if she doesn't bring it. And then I have Defog to get rid of some, if I lose like a hazard game and stuff, and just U-turn out to pivot and keep this thing as a sax. I mean, as soon as my webs are up and hers aren't, this thing has done her job. It's done its job, and yeah. So that's the team. Let's jump right into the replay. Sorry guys, I had to re-record it because apparently the first time I just didn't switch to the replay on the OBS, so you guys just saw the team builder when I talked about the replay. And then the second time it just stopped recording halfway through the battle, so here I'm back with the actual battle. Hopefully everything works now. And so she brings the Slowbro, she brings the Blissey, the Garvantula, Obstagoon, Magnezone, and Dracovish. So I could have seen Gligar, Melmetal, or Linoon coming too. Like a Belly Drum Linoon really hurts this team. Like only Ferrothorn gonna waltz it, but yeah. So I see the Gavantula in the matchup, so I'm just leading up with Barubombi like planned, and just click the Imprison round 1 as Gavantula goes for the hidden power, probably fire because it's super effective. It's not a 2-hit KO because I'm defensive Rubombi. And yeah, so I'm not 2-hit KO'd, I get up my webs for free, I live with Rubombi, even a Vote Switch, maybe a Thunder kills, but that would be it. Like, he could be HP Fire, he could be HP Rock to hit like the Chandelure. Yeah, those are the two options mainly. So she Vote Switches here, I still live as Magnezone comes in, and I just U-turn out here into my Seismitoad, pretty safe. I live 2 HP Grass unless he's like Specs, and then I still can, and then after the Cog I can still pivot out into Chandelure or even Ferrothorn, because if he's HP Grass and Specs, he can't hit it, and yeah, so she reveals to be sub with leftovers. So I just go for my Earthquake here, break the sub on the body press, doesn't do too much, takes a bit of helmet chip, and I just get up rocks on the Slowbro switch in and get a Toxic right after. We trade the Toxic here basically, and right here I just go back into Rubombi on the teleport. I could have sacked it. I would have sacked it because it basically did its job, and getting something in for free without getting toxic or scald burnt would be pretty nice. So in comes Pulsie, and I just U-turn out into my Gallade on another teleport into Slowbro, and right here I'm just clicking my SD. If he scald burns me, that would suck, but yeah, she would have to get the burn and go for the Scald actually, and I just get go for the SD on the Toxic. I much rather have this Toxic than burned, so I just click Leaf Blade here for free as Obstagoon comes in and takes a lot. I outspeed guaranteed, and I can just go for another Leaf Blade or actually the Close Combat, which I decide to do on the Magnezone sack. And yeah, in comes the Slowbro, and yeah, just Leaf Blade again as Garvantula comes in and takes a million for a resisted hit, and I just go for the Close Combat. I don't want this thing to set up webs, and I still live the Toxic, so Gallade is still alive after that. And yeah, basically right here I would die to the... she brings in the weakened Obstagoon, which is a nice play, so she gets a free knockoff because I want to save my Gallade. And I just go out into my Ferrothorn here and take the knockoff as she dies to the Rocky Helmet and to the Iron Barbs, and doesn't knock off my Shatshire, which doesn't really matter because Magnezone's already dead, but at least it would have provided her information that I'm actually Shatshire, and now she doesn't know. Maybe I'm Okka, maybe I'm Rocky Helmet, because I think Iron Barbs activates before Rocky Helmet, so yeah, she doesn't know what item I am, which is pretty nice. And yeah, so Slowbro comes in. I could just Power Whip, I could knock off, even though it's Mega, so I can't knock off an item from Slowbro, but or I could just get up Spikes. So those are the main two options, Power Whip or Spikes. I decide to get up a layer, so everything is chipped on switch in, as she actually clicks Toxic right here. Right now I'm deciding to go for the knockoff for in case of a switch or something, but she goes for the Flamethrower. I could have scouted for that with like Alomola or Seismitoad. Yeah, so I lose my Ferrophone here, but I guess that's okay, because I still have checks to the Dracovish. So Alomola comes in and protects on the teleport, so good play on her part. I wasted my protect right here. But right now I go for the knockoff into the Pulsie and get rid of the heavy duty boots as she goes for the toxic, which is pretty nice because now she takes rocks and spikes every time she comes in. And yeah, I just go for my wish right here as she soft boils, and I can just go into my seismic toad. On the seismic toss, she takes a bit of helmet chip and I get back to full. And right here, just click my drain punch on the Dracovish, switch in. So I go for the drain punch, get the health back, and she goes for the psychic fangs. Outrage would probably have been a 2-hit KO, but that would have allowed Rebombi in, because that's actually good that I have it alive right now, but she decided to go for the psychic fangs, which isn't a 2-hit KO. Actually at this point it might be a roll or something. So I go into my Alomola here and I clicked Scald instead of knockoff. I thought it would be in range, but I forgot how weak Alomola is, and Hard Dracovish doesn't have that bad bulk, so I don't take out the Dracovish. After the toxic, I'm in range of another psychic fang, so I'm forced to sack Rebombi here, and then I basically bring in my Galate. I live another turn of toxic, just go for the close combat, and if I'm at 10% or at 4%, doesn't really matter, because I can't switch it into anything anyway to get like a wish, so doesn't really matter if I'm at 4 or at 10. So Slowbro comes in and I go right out into my Alomola, because I still want to keep it alive and maybe wish it up and hit the Pulsie. That's the main thing I want to keep it alive. I wished on the teleport into Pulsie, and right here what I'm doing is I just wish and Scald every other turn, because basically I want to get in a position where I wish with the Alomola, where I die to Toxic or Seismic Toss because I'm faster than the Pulsie, on a turn where I click Wish. This way I can bring in my Galate, revenge the Pulsie, get it back to full, or at least get some chip on Slowbro and get the huge wish up, which basically puts it back to full, because Alalumola's HP is just that fat. And yeah, so that's what I'm going for. I click the wish on the soft boiled. I live another seismic toss, so I can stay in right here. So right here, after the seismic toss, I die to the toxic, so I go for another wish on the seismic toss, die to the toxic, and bring in my Galate, and just click close combat here, because even if it goes into Slowbro, I still get the HP back, which is huge for Galate. I go for the Slowbro, I go for the close combat and get all my health back. I'm at 99, and right now what I'm doing is I just go for the Leaf Blade. If she attacks, I can get rid of the Slowbro with the Toxic, but she slacks off and I go for an SD on another slack off, and now she can't heal back with the Leaf Blade. She goes for the Flamethrower, so she actually didn't even have Scald, but it's a double down because we both died to the Toxic right here. I go into Seismic Toss just to get the Toxic off. I live another Seismic Toss, pretty sure. So she actually decides to soft boiled up, and I just Drain Punch right here. Get the health back, so I live another Seismic Toss, get a Helmet Chip, and go for another Drain Punch. I basically just click Drain Punch until I die. I think at one point I just go out into my Chandelure, I think here. Yeah, so in case she clicks like Seismic Toss here, the Blissey just died, and on the softball she can't stall me out with her toxic before I stall her out with mine, because I still have 2 mons. I can switch out and reset the toxic timer if I want to, and even get some helmet chip with Seismitoad. And yeah, right here I just click my overheat, and she goes for the toxic. She's at 4% now, and she can't heal back at all right here. So I win the battle 2-0. I didn't go for differential. She was, because me, if I 3-0'd, she wasn't guaranteed first seed. But the 2-0 guarantees her the first seed, and that's what she was playing for. But I just needed to win, and that guarantees me playoffs. Otherwise, I would have been out pretty much. I'm not sure if there was a slight chance, but this way it's guaranteed. And so that was the battle. I'm in playoffs now, and there was a chance actually that I play Pulsie right after again. So we didn't share the sets to each other, and yeah, but it ended up me getting seeded against HGC. The guy with the Mudsdale, who said, if you don't bring Mudbray against Mudsdale, I would be disappointed. And then he didn't bring the Mudsdale, and I brought the Mudbray actually. So that was pretty funny. I lost the game 3 or 4-0. I'm not sure, but Mudbray actually put in some work. Yeah, Mudbray actually came and clutched that battle, because it was speed crap to outspeed, no speed Empoleon, and 2-hit KO max defense Empoleon, and Scald not 2-hit KOing me. And actually I took Hurricane from Mega Pidgeot and a Scald from Seismitoad, and outsped the not Seismitoad, Empoleon, and threatened it out because I was revealed to be faster. So that was pretty funny. Mudbray definitely put in some work. Let's see if I bring it this time. I asked in the scheduling chat to, if you don't bring Mudsdale this time against my Mudbray, I would be disappointed. Maybe I bring Mudbray, maybe I don't. Let's see. Stay tuned. Until next time, goodbye.